Hello, welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 with Sabbath Kiwi on my Town Build Survival Challenge on Avon Valley. As you can see, we're on October 2. Yeah, I didn't really record much for October 1 because all we were doing was chopping trees. Well, I thought we might as well while we wait for the silage to tick over in the pit. And yeah, we've made quite a bit of money, quite a bit of dent in the trees, so we do need a new tractor, as I said in the last episode. And there's a few other things we will need to buy, and one thing I want to buy. I want to speed the process up a bit and get things moving along, so rumour has it, we may have some new arrivals in town later. So that's that, so we're up over 50 grand, about 55,000 now, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do some shopping, because we need a new tractor, like I said. There's a couple of things that I need to buy, and one thing I want to buy, like I said. I want to speed things up. So we're going to park this up down here for now. And like I said, we didn't do much but chop trees. As you can see, we've made quite a big dent through here. And that forest over there is pretty much empty apart from the back corner. So yeah, we'll park this up, I'll do some magic, and I'll see you in a bit. And welcome back, here we go. I've bought ourselves a John Deere 6300, it's 100 horsepower. We've got a trailer for the silage, and a bucket for the silage, and the big building you can see here is a Farm Productions to make silage. It makes it a little bit faster than letting it sit in a pit. So, this is our new ride. Didn't want to go the green and yellow, I was trying to stick to red, but hey, this tractor was $15,500, so I couldn't turn that down for 100 horsepower. And it'll do the jobs we need to start off the farm anyway, when it comes to ploughing and such. But yeah, it's a nice little ride. I've used it before in different saves. It's not too bad. Like I say, it'll do the job for now. It's 100 horsepower, so just check on our silage. I do believe, I'll just turn this on, hang on. That's around 86%, is it? So it's not too bad. It'll probably be ready mid to late afternoon, I imagine. But yeah. Yeah, so now that we've got this new tractor, we've got a bit of power in the yard now. I thought we'll keep the Massey, it's doing a good job at loading, so, and this would have cost me another $10,000 to $11,000 to get the front loader attached to it and everything, so we'll sort that out at a later date, but we can get a front loader on this anyway. So yeah, we'll I think what we'll do is, instead of chopping trees, because I've kind of had enough of that for now, I lost count of trees, is we'll hook the John Deere up to the Pottinger, and we might as well get the rest of that grass up off the ground and into the Farm Productions. And we can, I'm just going to keep the Massey over here because we're going to clean up this chaff a bit later and get that in the Farm Productions too. But yeah, so it's not too bad. I think, yeah, the John Deere was 15.5, the trailer I think was 9.5, or maybe 10,000. The bucket was 1,500, and the Farm Productions was 25,000. So yeah, I mean, I think it's just going to speed the process. Speed the process. I think I need to install the hydraulic arm or a drawbar on the Pottinger there, I think. Yeah, it'll speed the process up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up this grass so we can get some silage getting made. Yeah, we can build these workers some houses. I did say 4 houses per small production, so we're going to see how that goes. This is the first trial run, so we may have to iron out some of these rules as we go. Yeah, we don't want a map full of houses now, do we? We want some farmlands and productions around. Yeah, this is going to be nice and easy now with a big tractor on the, well, I wouldn't say a big tractor, but a bigger tractor on the farm. And yeah, we'll get this all picked up and get some silage made. Got a little bit to do. I'm going to clean that chaff up. Construction's underway up there with the houses for the workers. And I will try and get on to mowing the rest of this field and maybe seeing if we can then get some tools to make a field, and we can do that next time. Well, we'll see if we can get there in this video. We're not sure if we'll get that far. It is coming up 11 in the morning, but yeah, we've been busy chopping wood, I tell you. Kind of sick of that for now, but hey, we will probably have to get back to it eventually. And there's a plot of land up the back, which I'm thinking if we can save up enough money, it's going to be quite a bit of money. If we can save up enough money, we could get a sawmill up there and set up a logging business up there. Just a small one, bring in a bit more money. But we'll see. It's going to cost quite a bit of money to get all that set up. I think the land itself is $50,000 for the trees, so I could be wrong, so I'll have to double check that. But that's further down the track, I guess, anyway, because we want to get this field, something down here. Definitely gonna, I guess the cheap way to go is grass at the moment, because that's all the tools we got for. Eventually, maybe we could go corn and make chaff from corn. But yeah, I'm going to unload this because it's already over 70, about 75%. So, looks like 3 laps is going to be a trailer roughly. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe less. But as you can see, the production to farm supplies production. We're just going to make silage from grass, and I'll probably turn the chaff one on after, once I put the chaff in there. But we can make a whole lot of stuff in here. We can make seeds and barley seeds and stuff like that, fertilizer, TMR when it comes to it, I think. So it's definitely a building that's going to come in handy, and it's going to serve us well. So we'll just go around, line up, and yeah, pretty much get this done. Because once the grass is up and some silage is being made, and then we can build these poor workers some houses, and finish building at least, and then we can get on to finishing the mowing. I do have to clean up the chaff over there as well, I must remember. It's kind of messy, and we can just dump it straight into this farm supplies production. So but yeah, it's looking good, so I'm going to crack on with this, and I'll see you when I'm done. Alright, this is the last final little bit that we got to do. Just that edge of the border that we did when we first mowed, before we realised we couldn't handle the trailer, the mower. So yeah, I think it's probably about 50,000 roughly litres of grass we've put in there. That's not too bad, plus the 70,000 that's in there. That works out to be about 120,000 litres. Yeah, it's not going to be a huge amount of money, but it's going to be decent. It's going to keep us going. So I will empty this, and then that's all that grass in there. We are going to clean up the chaff over there shortly. We'll go and check on that in a minute anyway. Yeah, it's ticking over quite fast. Got quite a bit of silage already. So in the future this building is going to be making our TMR for us pretty much. So I think all we need is straw and grass, and we can make TMR. So we need a bit of grass though. But yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna have a look and see if this is working. Well, the only issue I've got with this the tractor is it's slow reversals, but we'll just try not to go backwards too much. Okay, yeah, 46. Yeah, so I was right, roughly about 50,000 litres of grass, silage to come, pretty much. So that'll be good. I'm not sure how much it goes for at the moment. Around 160 last time I looked, I think. There's 178 at the grain selling. Yeah, and it's only going to get better from here too. So, I mean, 178 is a pretty decent price. We are on hard economy, so it might just be worth selling it as we can get a full trailer load. But yeah, no, it's coming along nicely. The farm's coming along. We've got to clear some chaff up and chuck that in here to make silage as well. And we do need to sort out something to wash our equipment. It's getting pretty dirty. But yeah, we'll get to that. So I'm gonna jump over there and do a bit of a clean up with the chaff and that. Yeah, I mean, everything's looking good. I'm happy. So the bunker is, like I said, that's going to be ready late afternoon. We probably won't get into emptying that until tomorrow, November. But yeah, I'm going to go do some cleaning up and sort stuff out, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, here we are. We've got some new arrivals in town. Well, we have a town now. This is the new residential area, for now. I've got something in my mind as to how this is going to work, which is why they're in a funny position. You may think they're not straight in that, but as you can see, they all own bikes. So no one drives a car here. So they don't have any cars. They ride their bikes to work. Yeah, and we might even come through and tidy up the yard, give it a mow for them, and chop a few trees down back there maybe. But yeah, that's the 4 houses for the production. We may have to iron these rules out, but the 4 houses seems good enough. It doesn't look too bad. Once I get the road layout done, I'm not going to spend money on landscaping just yet. We're just starting, so for now they've got a place to sleep and they've brought their bikes. We supplied them a bike each, so there you go. Yeah, so I'll do the roading and that after, and it'll look a bit better. It'll make more sense as to why the houses are laid out that way. But I think 4 houses per production is okay. When I said 10 for the big production buildings, I was thinking like industrial bakeries and stuff like that. But 10 houses is going to be a lot. But we'll see how we go anyway. 4 seems like a reasonable amount. That was $2,000 to do. I did sell a load of silage to fund that, so the first payment of silage out of there went to their houses, so it seems like a fair deal. So yeah, that's new arrivals in town now, so we're bustling now. We've really got to get moving to get some more people in town. We're going to have to start looking at getting some tools for the field to plough that up. We will go over and mow the other half of the field before we do that. And yeah, we'll see what we can afford plough-wise and implement-wise. Always got silage we can do. There's another field out the back of the trees too that we could mow. But yeah, she's coming alright. It's going to take a little while. It is coming up 2 o'clock, so we're probably not going to get onto this today. But yeah, we'll see how we go. It's going to take a while. We won't unload that till tomorrow. It'll be too dark by the time it's finished. But this one, we might get a load out of this by late afternoon. So I'll jump over and get some mowing done. And hopefully by the time I've done that, we've got a full load we can deliver. This is going nicely. It's gliding over the grass. Mower's cutting it and no issues. It is a little loud, but that's just the mower, I think. Yeah, it's running beautifully. So definitely solved that problem with the mower. So yeah, I just thought, yeah, we might as well mow this grass while we wait for the silage to be made, and we can make a bit of extra silage. We're not going to get onto that bunker until November, I imagine. It's not quite ready, so we'll be pushing our luck this afternoon for that, but we will get a few loads from the farm supplies production. But yeah, this is going nicely. Very nice. I'm hoping by the end of this episode we'll at least get to hopefully ploughing this field up. But yeah, we're very limited to what ploughs we can get for our horsepower at the moment, so we'll just have to keep our eyes open and see what we can do. But I am actually impressed with this John Deere. It's doing the job. It's no issues. It does a really neat job, actually, I must say. So definitely a score for $15,500. But yeah, so pretty much just mowing the grass and then pick it up, and then we can do a few loads from the farm supplies. And yeah, and then probably end up having to sleep and wait till tomorrow to unload the bunker. That's going to take a while. It's 70,000 litres, and the bucket's 1,000, so 70 scoops, and the trailer will only hold 15 scoops, so we'll get there indeed. But that'll be good to get some money coming in again, because we are down to about $3,000-4,000, so, but yeah, we do need a few things just to plow, and if we're gonna plow, then I'm not sure what we're gonna do and when we're gonna do it, because I haven't really looked at the season. I believe this month, November, will be the last month to put anything down, so we really got to get cracking the first day of November and try and get this field plowed up. We're going to need lime, a spreader, seeder, weeder, a roller. Well, we shouldn't need a weeder just yet, actually, because we're just going to plow it. But yeah, we do need quite a few things if we want to get a field down. So it's going to be a big job plowing this field. Like I say, we haven't got the horsepower for the big implements, so we'll see what I can find anyway. But I'll get cracking on with this grass. No one wants to watch someone mow a meadow for too long anyway. I'll give a bit more of a headwind over here next time I do these fields. Anyway, I'll crack on. Right, so this is just the last little bit, the last line to do, and she's all done. Yeah, she's doing alright, not too bad. I've got a bit of grass off this, so we'll have quite a bit of silage to sell at the end of it all. It's going to be a good field, and I think we're just going to stick with grass for now, because it's the only tools we have as a mower and a forage wagon. Once we get some money from the grass off this field, then we can change that to something a little more, I don't know, some grains or corn or something like that, who knows, we'll think about it. But for now, this field will be grass, I think is probably the best bet. We're set up for it, so yeah, we'll unload this and see how much we got in there now. Yeah, we've got over 130,000 litres of grass. So we've got a fair bit of silage in there, so that's going to be good. We've probably got a couple of loads we can do from there now. To put that trailer in there. Yeah, well, we'll do a load. We'll go into the farm supplies and we'll fill this up and do a couple of loads with this, get some money in, see what money we're looking at. Because this isn't going to be, we're not going to be able to get onto that today. It's already 4:30ish. The light gets pretty dark pretty quick around here, around 6 o'clock, so we'll take a couple of loads from here before we call it a night, I think, or call it a day. Go around this way so you don't get stuck in there. Right. Yeah, so we're going to have about 160,000 and plus the 70 from the bunker, so that's 210,000 litres of silage all up that we'll get, so that's going to be pretty good. And I imagine we'll get more from that when we put the actual grass seeds down. So yeah, it's going to be a good little venture, good little kickstart funds, I think. We'll have a look at the best place to sell, who's buying at the best price, I should say. I think there's one, well, we can't do the farm supplies production because that's ours, so next best bet is grain selling. That's up by the shop, so I think we'll head up over there. Luckily we're not far from the shops at all, we're just over here, so it's not far to go to the shop. But yeah, we'll get some money coming in, and we can get some tools to start ploughing up the field. We are going to need a mulcher still. I'm looking into mulchers. Got to make sure I buy the right one. We just need to get down these tree stumps so that we can start, well, then we can start mowing in here as well, and start building. I've got an idea. I want to make that like a shopping complex area there. It would make sense where all the shops are, but that's a little ways down the track, you know. I'd put a supermarket and stuff like that, maybe a tailor's, or I don't know. We'll see how we go. I'm getting way ahead of myself, aren't I? But each load probably is about 2,700, 2,800 roughly, I think. Just trying to get the best place to view that, because it can be a bit annoying with the bright glare and that. Yeah, so 2,000, yeah, close to 2,700 there. That's not too bad. So that's about average what we'll be getting from these. Yeah, so we'll just keep doing this. I think we'll do one more load maybe, and we'll see what we're like for daylight. Yeah, it is 4:30, and it will probably get dark around 5:36. So we haven't got too much time. Not enough time to get into that bunker. It's still not quite ready. So yeah, I think our best bet is to hit that bunker first thing in the morning. I'll try and get up early and do that, and see how we go. I say we'll do another load in here. It's about 19,000, so we'll fill this one up and then we'll let the rest build up a bit. Good little cash injection, this little farm supply shed, and eventually we'll make our own seeds and fertilizer out of here. Eventually, seeds aren't too hard to make, I don't think. You just need wheat or barley crops. We'll cut through here today. When I do own this land, I will be making a road through here, but I have something in my mind to build this up and make it like a shopping complex sort of thing. I must watch out for the logs, which is why I need to get the logs out, or the stumps. Whoops. Anyway, we'll sell this load, and I imagine that'll be it for October. I might keep selling in the background, but you don't want to keep seeing me drive back and forth selling loads of silage, even though it's not far. But yeah, so we're chugging along nicely. We're still in the positive. We've still got good money coming in. Yeah, so pretty much I'm going to probably leave it here. I'll go and have a sleep, and hopefully when I get up in the morning in November we can get cracking. Right, we've been at this a little while. As soon as we took the cover off, the heavens opened up. We got up to about 6. Yeah, we've done a couple loads, I think. We did buy a plow, and I'm thinking of selling that plow. You can see it over there. I'm going to get rid of that. It's too small. Far too small for what we want. I don't know why I bought it, but I'll get a bigger one a bit later. But yeah, no kidding, we woke up, raced down here at 6 AM, took the cover off, and no sooner than we took the cover off, the heavens opened up and started raining. So, and this is the only tractor we can load with, so I've been doing this. We're about halfway, roughly. Had a decent little dent in it. But yeah, that's about all we can do. I have had to fuel up as well, so, but we're doing okay. And we'll just load this up as quick as we can, and I think we're not quite there. One more load maybe? One more load in that. Yeah, we'll do one more bucket. So we are chipping away at it, we'll get there. Once I've emptied that, I'll probably sell the bunker because we won't need it anymore. Seeing as we've got the supplies production chain going on. But that's a full load in the trailer now. A little bit left over in the bucket. So we'll just park this up here, we'll carry on with it when we get back, and we've got another load to sell. Yes, I did buy a plough, it was just a small plough. Yeah, we're about halfway through, roughly. It's going to take a while. But yeah, see the plough there, it is a small plough, I bought it. And while I've been loading this wagon up, I've been thinking, I wish I hadn't have bought that plough now. So, yeah, sometimes I do these impulse buys thinking I'll get a plough, and then I'm thinking it's not very big. I think it was only 1.2 meters, so I'm definitely going to look for something at least 2 meters width, because we've got to think about our horsepower requirements for the tools. So we'll sell this load here. They got the best price today, so we'll give it to them. The biogas. But yeah, we're doing okay for money. I'm not complaining. We're doing very well for money. I mean, where are we? 20,000, nearly 21,000. So we're getting 2,750 bucks per load at the moment. So we'll keep doing this. Unload that bunker at least, and then we'll get a bit more out of the farm supplies. And yeah, so I'll get this done, and I'll see you in a bit. And we're done. That is the bunker empty. So we did pretty good. It took a while. What's the time? Yeah, 11:30. Took us all morning to do that in the rain. We were jumping in doing this, and yeah, so we're doing okay. Last little bit in here, and we'll top the rest of this trailer up from the farm supplies, just so we got a full load. And yeah, that's the end of that. Thank goodness, because that's a bit of a mission. It's not too bad really, it's just a bit of work to do, but I do prefer the farm supplies a lot better. So we'll go and fill this load up from the farm supplies over there. And you can see the little dirt here. I've kind of just made little markings as to where our field is going to be. That plough won't be there later. I will get rid of that because I want a bigger plough. Impulse buying, I warn you against that. So we'll go and sell this. I think the animal dealer is it now, is it? I think so. Yeah, so we'll head over to that, to the shop and sell this load and see where we're at money wise. We're doing alright, we're doing okay, we're up to 20 something thousand now. 26,000 is it? Yeah. So money keeps coming in, that's the main thing, but we do have to keep spending money. Easy come, easy go, they say. But, you know, that's okay. We've got the money, and we've just got to, eventually we'll get to a point where we don't need to buy things, so we'll just sell this load. Make sure that, oh, we're at the wrong place, aren't we? It's the grain selling, we need the animal dealer over here. Guarantee that's not the last time I get confused. There we go. Everything's empty. Make sure we pull that on the grate so we don't lose it. There we go. Just shy of 30,000 now, and not too bad. So yeah, it's just pretty much selling the silage now. That's in the farm supplies. If we've got enough in there, we should do. Otherwise we just let it sit till we build up a few loads and we sell it next month, but no biggie. Yeah, I'm glad that bunker's done. Glad the meadow's all mowed. Pretty much ready to get work underway now. Yeah, it's coming along so nice. I'm glad I bought this building because it's just speeding everything up a little bit. Less work as well. I'll leave that there for now. And yeah, we're all done with that, so there's not much else to do. I'm going to try and get into some ploughing, so I'll see you in a bit. Right, we started ploughing. We've marked out the border for our field. I've come down a bit here as well, so it's a decent little field, this will be my job for a while. This is the biggest plough I could get. I did sell the red one. That red one was 1.2 meters. This one is 2 meters. It's the biggest plough I could find that would fit our 100 horsepower tractor. So yeah, beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. So pretty much no choice but to get cracking on with this and get this ploughing done, because we are gonna want to put some seeds down. November is the last time that we can do this, so I'm gonna try and push on through the night as much as I can. I know it gets dark and it's pretty hard to see, but I'm gonna try and push on and get as much as I can before we go to sleep tonight. Because November 2, we really need to get stuck in and putting seeds and fertilizer and lime. It's the last day to, I believe it's actually our last day to plant before winter hits, so. But I mean, there's no real pressure to plant now where there is more grass. I have mowed up the side here, as you see. I've got about 30,000 litres from the length of that down to there. There is more grass to mow. We can go over by those trees we cut. We can go up the back on the other side of those trees and amongst the trees outside the new residences' houses. We've got a bit of grass we can clean up. In the meantime, I do want to get this field some grass in here, so come, is it March or April next year, we can mow it and have a good crop out of that. But it's going to be a bit of work. Like I say, a 2 meter plough, ploughing all this. Yeah, it's going to take a while, but you know, we'll get it done. There is, like I say, I might end up going and doing some mowing. If I get bored of this, I may just go and do some mowing up at the other end of the field, up behind the trees up the top there where the residents are. I know they need their lawns mowed and their area tidied up, so I may do that if I get bored of doing this. but we'll just wait and see. Yeah, so I'm going to fill in this bit for now. But this bit's at least done, so if we are pushed for time, we've got somewhere we can put some crops down. And yeah, I'll push on and try and get as much as I can done. I'll work through the night and do as much as I can. Not much fun going 12 kilometers an hour with plowing, so so at least we're making it. We're getting there, you know. Every episode has been an extra step towards where we need to be. So yeah, so we'll keep doing this, I think, and I'll see you next time. So thank you so much for joining me, and take care.